Recording in progress.
Hope is all we have, all we need on this journey. Love is what we give when we receive, so keep it burning. Gift your soul and let it be. Soon you'll find your gift of legacy. I'm ready to color my world, ready to give to you. I'm ready to color my world, ready to give to you.
Faith will keep you strong where you belong. Just believe it. Dreams to help you grow, to reap and sow, you receive it.
So gift your soul and let it be. Soon you'll find your gift of legacy. I'm ready to color my world, ready to give to you. I'm ready to color my world, ready to give to you. Hope is all we have, all we need on this journey. Love is what we give when we receive, so keep it burning. Gift your soul and let it be. Soon you'll find your gift of legacy. I'm ready to color my world, ready to give to you. I'm ready to color my world, ready to give to you.
Faith will keep you strong where you belong. Just believe it. Dreams to help you grow, to reap and sow, you receive it.
So gift your soul and let it be. Soon you'll find your gift of legacy. I'm ready to color my world, ready to give to you. I'm ready to color my world, ready to give to you.
For centuries, there's been a sacred economy based on a simple principle: give and receive in abundance. Welcome to Gift of Legacy, the world's most exciting gifting activity. A simple $100 unconditional gift to someone in the community can change your life forever and has the potential to be converted into thousands of dollars. The sacred economy has blessed millions all over the world for centuries. Gift of Legacy is peer-to-peer, it's decentralized, it's by the people for the people. It's for like-hearted and like-minded people who believes in the universal law that you should give in order to receive. This perpetual system is never-ending, recurring, passive, infinite. It moves with you and the community, from a $100 gifting activity to a $5,000 gifting activity. Returning gifts from $800 all the way up to $40,000, over and over again. And it all starts with that first $100 unconditional gift, also the only $100 you ever have to take out of your own pocket. Designed in such a way that everyone can achieve success by simply following the guidelines. Gift of Legacy is changing what you know about gifting with its unique algorithm, ensuring continuous flow of the boards, taking care of the newcomer while rewarding the team builder. It's automated, worldwide, and by invitation only, an invitation by someone who wants you to receive in abundance. So, are you ready to take part in the world's most exciting gifting activity?
Get more out of giving.
Yay! Hello, everybody. It's so good to be back. It's so good
It's
to be
lovely to
back
have you
after
back.
after a few weeks and just being here and seeing these faces, these happy faces, and knowing that so much is happening and so much has happened while I've been absent. So it's like, oh my God. And I'm so happy to pass over the mic to Adele. And yeah, just happy to be here. Thank you so much for being here. And well, enjoy the ride, of course. Enjoy today's ride.
Oh,
So closing my mic,
Elizabeth,
Adele, there you go.
we are so happy to see you again. It's been a long month, but we know you were busy, and it's wonderful to have you back. Our team has grown and expanded while you've been away. We've become a lot more colorful, and I see you've got one of my favorite slides behind you. We are very excited about what's happening next week, Wednesday, in Gift of Legacy. But tonight we're going to go through it slowly. We might have guests here tonight. If you are here for the very first time, welcome. Welcome to our community. These are the faces of the people who could travel with you on the rides to abundance for the rest of your life. It's a very special community. So welcome to you. Tonight, I have the absolute honor of introducing two very dear friends who are now joining us as part of our presentation team, and they are making their debut as official GL presenters tonight. So from Saskatchewan in Canada, in Saskatoon, is our friend Glen. He's the vitamin man. He brings love, joy, and happiness to our team. With his vitamins, I knew he would have them. He makes vitamins for everything. Glen, you have been a breath of fresh air in our team, and we are so excited to have you presenting with us this evening. Thank you so much.
It's an honor. Thank you very much.
It's a pleasure. We're very excited to have you presenting. You are going to take over from Ike. Ike lives very near to me and I haven't met him. I must make a plan to take a drive out to the west, which is where Ike lives. Ike is a retired pastor. He lives in Krugersdorp, which is not far from my home, and we have become very close friends. We talk several times a day about all things Gift of Legacy and life in general, and it's just an absolute pleasure for me tonight to welcome somebody called Bra Ike. I've got a little friend who calls him Bra Ike, and Bra Ike, or Pastor Ike, is going to start our presentation tonight. I just want to know, Bra Ike, do you see Christine on the call? Because I know we have a little friend who would like to welcome you as well tonight. So if we can see Christine, I don't see her on the call.
Yeah,
so she's not here, unfortunately. But Bra Ike, I know there's somebody who's rooting for you. Oh, there he is. I can see him. I'm going to ask you to say hello. I saw that little face popping up. Abang, how are you, my friend?
I'm good.
Are you good? So everybody, this is my friend Abang, and Abang sent me the most beautiful message the other day because he watches our Gift of Legacy presentations, even though he's only 9 years old. He watches them every week. He doesn't watch TV because he's looking forward to the day he turns 18 and he can join Gift of Legacy. So before we let Bra Ike speak, Abang, very quickly, tell us what you know about Gift of Legacy, and then you can introduce Bra Ike for us. Okay, you go for it.
Gift of Legacy is a gift for someone you have shared with it. Gift of Legacy is that you have shared love to someone else, and that means that love contains everyone. And that's why when someone gives you that gift, that means everyone else is also giving you that gift. And legacy means you never give up and you always stay strong. That's why it's called Gift of Legacy.
Abang, I love you so much.
Oh my
I love you so
God,
much,
that
my
is
friend.
so beautiful.
Right,
Thank you,
Abang, do you
you.
want to introduce Bra Ike because he's going to start our presentation tonight? You introduce him, my boy.
Mr. Bra Ike, hello.
I'm fine, thank you.
I'd want to say hello, how are you? I'm good. Today I am here to see how Gift of Legacy is, and happy to see everyone else who's here.
Thank you, Abang. So Abang is somebody who represents the legacy that we are going to build. And he knows when he's 18 years old that he's going to join, but he's already watching every presentation. So I'm going to ask Elizabeth, who is going to be our slide presenter tonight, to please start sharing. And Ike, you're going to start us off with your presentation. We're in your very capable hands. Good luck. Let's go.
Good. Thank you, Del. Thank you, Elizabeth. Thank you, Abang. What a pleasure it is for you to join us. We have walked this route of actually doing something with our lives with Granny. And it's such a pleasure to actually have met Abang and for him to actually join us in this presentation. Right. My name is Ike Zusi. I am here in Krugersdorp, South Africa. It is indeed a pleasure to be part of presenters, GL, Gift of Legacy presenters. And a real pleasure to today, for the first time, to actually be part of presenters on this platform. Right, without any waste of time, let's get into it. Gift of Legacy. It's a gifting activity creating abundance. It's a special community. It is by invitation only. So someone who loves you, who cares about you, has invited you to this Zoom meeting. And we hope that it will actually mean something to you. Right, let's have the second slide. Right, brief disclaimer there. This presentation is for information sharing only, and it's not to be considered as financial advice. Neither the presenters nor Adele or Glenn are registered financial or tax advisors. The information given is simply intended to give examples of what a participant may expect. Right, so let's go on, another slide, please. Right, in Gift of Legacy, we talk about sacred economics. What is sacred economics? Sacred means very special. Economics is about money. We all want money. Just listen to the news today. It was announced that by midnight today, petrol is going up. So most people in the world are actually financially strapped. We all want money. And what an opportunity to actually be in Gift of Legacy and actually be part of those who actually are doing something about their financial situation. Gifting communities trace back to the 60s. Gifting communities have been off the mainstream for decades. Gifting communities are 100% legal. We talk a lot about Ubuntu in South Africa. That's where Gift of Legacy was started. But we also talk about Mutu Gibatu Gabatu, Mutu Gibatu Gabatu, meaning that to make it, to be successful in life, many times you need to partner with other people. And that's why we talk about Ubuntu. It's a very rich word that when it summarizes people working together, communities working together. And that's what we do in Gift of Legacy. We also speak about secular economics. Secular economics means that things have changed. The way our parents made money and the way we made money 30 years, 40 or 50 years ago, it's completely different to the way money is being made now. We have to embrace new ideas like cryptocurrency. And that's why we talk about Ubuntu. And in this community, we actually talk about empowering people. Empowering people. We also talk about, just lost my slide on my side, sorry about that. Right, we also talk about oh man.
Uplifting communities.
Uplifting communities, right. So that's what we do in Gift of Legacy. It's about people, it's about partnering with people. So that's what we talk about in Gift of Legacy, right? So what is Gift of Legacy? Gift of Legacy is not a website. You can't download it on your phone. You get a link to register your profile, a unique link that links you to the person that invited you. You can log into giftoflegacy.com and you'll be able to, if it's on your laptop, it will open up like the picture that is before us there, or on your phone. So in Gift of Legacy, that's exactly how we log in. We register a profile and are already in Gift of Legacy. Right, The next slide, please. Right, everyone in Gift of Legacy invites two people. When you become a member of Gift of Legacy, you join and then you invite two people. We talk about 2 times 2 times 2 because we're talking about everyone bringing 2. Right, the image in front of us is a picture of a theme park. We have a theme park not far from where I live. It's called Gold Reef City. Every time I go to this park, I take my family, I take my friends. We never go alone to a theme park. A theme park is where you take a ride on these farewells, on different rides at the theme park. And that's what we do. We talk about riding the boats of abundance in Gift of Legacy, because that's exactly what we do. We ride the 5 boards of Gift of Legacy. There were 5. The 6th one is actually coming, and Adele will actually unpack what will unpack there. So that's what we do in Gift of Legacy. We talk about to ride, to let the boats move, or to get the boats to move. We talk about you and I bringing our 2. So we talk about 2 times 2 times 2. So in a nutshell, that's briefly my part of the presentation tonight. I'll by this time just hand over to Adele to continue. Thanks, Adele.
Oh, well done, Ike. And yes, you're quite right. Whenever we go to that theme park just near our home here, we don't go alone. And I'm so glad to have friends like you on this journey with me. Thank you for a brilliant introduction and a heartfelt one. And I just love the way you explained Ubuntu and what it means to us in Africa. So thank you, Ike. That was wonderful. Now I'm going to hand over to Glenn. He's going to go through the boards with us, and he's going to explain what the boards look like and how you journey through it. So Glenn, I hope you've dosed up on your vitamins, because now it's your time to shine.
Hi, thank you guys. Wonderful presentation, Ike. And thank you for that introduction, Adele. And hi, everybody. And Abong, if I'm saying your name right, I want to wish you all the best from Canada. I think I might be in the running of losing my presentation job one day. You're going to be a wonderful presenter with that smile. So yes, my journey started just in mid-December. I have been wonderfully received in this community because it is a community first, and that's what attracted me to this, because there's a different way to create abundance in our lives with what we've gone through in the last 3 or 4 years. So I'm always looking for partnering up with great people, as you see on the screen here. So when I first started, I was introduced to the Gift of Legacy, and I came in as a gifter on a board. And at the time, I wasn't aware of the coal board, but I am now. So I was in on the bronze board. And we'll talk about the coal board. It's a wonderful entry level to come in with a $25 gift. So as you can see here, you've got a left and a right hemisphere on our computers and our laptops. That's what we'll see. But on our phones, it will look more up and down. You won't have a left side and a right side. It'll be an up and down. So once I was taking a position as a gifter, and then I moved up into the builder position, and that's when I would invite 2 of my friends or guests, or I've even invited people I really didn't know, because I love to share, right? My heart's on my sleeve most days, and I just love to share this opportunity, and that's what I did. And then once I received 4 gifts on the board, I was able to peek into the next board. If I'm jumping ahead of myself, I'm sorry, but I was able to peek into the next board, and we'll talk about that later. But I'm just gonna have to get rid of something on my screen here now. Okay, so as you can see, the left side and the right side, and once we received all 8 gifts in the legend spot, then I was able to move from the builder position, and I moved up into the guide position. Okay, no, and then from guide, it's the same thing. I'm supporting and helping my two people that I brought in, my two guests that I brought in. I'm helping and supporting them to bring their two people in as well. And then from the guide position, I became the legend, and I became a legend within the first like less than 2 months. So I was very, blessed that way, and that was only because I shared this opportunity with two people. So I became a legend, and I received all 8 gifts. And then from there, I moved on to the next board. So this is where I started on the bronze board. So as the slide shows, if you started on the coal board with the choo-choo train, that little coal, you're actually feeding the engine of the little choo-choo train, and that will give you your gifts so that you can peak and then come in on bronze with your $100 gift. So now on the bronze board, I entered the same as I did on the coal board as a gifter. And I was in the #1 spot here in the top left. And then my two people that I invited on that first coal board were able to follow me onto the bronze board as well. So I just moved through the spots from gifter into the builder, into the guide, and then into the legend spot again. And it does move very quickly. And sometimes it doesn't, but it moves very quickly if you bring in the right like-minded people. And now I was able to peek into my next board. Guess I'm getting ahead of myself here.
Yeah, let's just go through your bronze board first.
Okay, thanks, Adele. So yeah, so I came in on my bronze board. So that was me at the top. And then I shared with two people that I thought were like-minded. So when I gifted the legend my gift of $100 on the bronze board, I moved up into the builder position. And as you can see, there's a left hemisphere and a right hemisphere on the computers, on my computer screen. And then I received all my 8 gifts. But before I received all 8, I was able to peek into my next board, which is the silver board, because I received my gifts. I think I'm getting ahead of myself here, Adele.
Do you want me to just go through that?
Yes,
Elizabeth,
please.
do you want to just go back to that bronze slide? So when you were in there, Glen, as the gifter, all right, 3 other gifters came in. They filled those gifter positions. And at this point, the legend is able to go ahead and join the silver board. And that's what you're talking about, peeking ahead. So when the legend has received $400 in gifts, they can move ahead and go up into the builder position. So let's show that slide. They go up into the builder position. There you are as the builder. And now as a builder, that's where you're very good at it, Glen. That's when you go out and you talk to people in coffee shops, and then what happens then?
Yes, I just shared my experience of the gift of legacy. So I would talk to friends and family first, and then I like to just meet new people every day. So if it's in the coffee shop, it's at the gym, I introduced it to some of my gym friends and my accountant friends actually in it. And I just share the opportunity. Please jump on a call, just like you see here, jump on a call. So I brought in my two guests in position 1 and 2, and now we're traveling this bronze board together.
Yeah, then the board would fill up and the legend would receive $800 again. And at that point, you've into the guide position. Now in the guide position, you're assisting your builders and they are bringing in their gifters as well. So we can enter them in there, Elizabeth. They're coming in positions 1, 2, 3, and 4. And as soon as that happens, that half of the hemisphere is going to split off and you are going to become legend on your own board. So do you want to show me that one, please, Elizabeth? The next board, you are now the legend. And Glenn had invited his guests to be his invitees. They are now guides in position A and B. And their invitees, C, D, E, and F, are now the builders. So that's how you build a lineage. That's how you build 2 by 2 by 2. And then the builders would invite their 2 invitees. As Ike said earlier, you don't go to a theme park on your own. You invite people to come in, and that's how you move the board. So now Glenn has received $800 in total, but he only gets to keep $300. But he's super excited. He's already joined his silver, but now he's joining his bronze perpetual cycle. And that means he's going to continue to ride the bronze board. But when he joins, the system, the algorithm realizes that his original board has not been completed. So when he joins perpetual cycle, he is going to land on the right hemisphere, the hemisphere that wasn't closed. So if we can show that, please, Elizabeth. Glenn's going to land there, and that is what we call the Ohana principle. Glenn is going to land on that board to help complete the board. You see, Ohana means family, and it means nobody gets left behind. And this system, this Ohana principle, means that we have continuous flow on our boards. So let's just look at that money that you received there on bronze. Next slide, please. You can go through this, Glenn.
Yeah, so I received my 8 gifts, and I kept $400, but out of that $400 gift, I put it into the silver board in the gifting position, and I was able to keep in my wallet $300 because I also put in the $100 in my perpetual bronze board. So I will always be moving in a bronze board perpetually, and I'm already into the gifting position now in the silver board.
Absolutely. That is so correct. You join your bronze perpetual cycle, and then you are onto silver. So this is Glenn's favorite picture. It's a poster that we made up, and Glenn actually has it as a template. He's printed it out and laminated it, and he carries it around in a folder when he speaks to people in coffee shops. And that explains Gift of Legacy. I'm going to go through it with you now. So the starter boards in Gift of Legacy are the $25 coal board and the $100 bronze board. So you can see them there, the coal train and the first carriage with a Ferris wheel on it. Now those Ferris wheels on the carriages behind the coal train represent the perpetual cycles that you can ride on the train. Now, Elizabeth has chosen that beautiful image behind her there, which we've recently put out, which describes the perpetual cycle that you get to ride in this Ferris wheel theme park. You are going to be able to go over and over on the coal train that goes round and round the theme park. And then there's this infinity sign, this perpetual sign showing the Ferris wheels going round and round and round. And we've got 4 Ferris wheels, the $100, $400, the $1,600, and the ultimate $5,000 board. Let's look at the coal board. On your first round, you are going to receive $200. The little gift is what you receive. The money in the bag, the dollars in the bag is what you keep. So on coal, you are going to receive $200 and keep $75. And then below it says the perpetual cycle, you are going to receive $200 and keep $175. There's a big difference there. The reason is you've already joined onto your bronze with $100, so you don't have to do that on your perpetual cycle. On bronze, you will receive 8 gifts, $800 in total, and keep $300, just like Glenn just explained to you. And on perpetual, you've already gifted ahead to join your silver, like Glenn did, and you are now going to keep $700. So the power of the perpetual cycle is every time you ride that board over and over and over, you get to keep 7 of your 8 gifts, which is a lot more money than you would receive on your first round. On the silver $400 board, you are going to receive $3,200 and keep $1,200 on your first round. But on your perpetual cycle, you are keeping $2,800. There's a big difference in that amount of money. Then on the gold board, you are going to join the board with $1,600. You are going to receive $12,800 and keep $6,200. But on your perpetual cycle, you get to keep $11,200. And then the platinum board, whether it's your initial cycle or it's your perpetual cycle, you will receive $40,000 and keep $35,000. Now, in context, I'm going to put that through to you in South African rands. $35,000 South African rands is 667,000 rand. It's more than 500,000 rand. And that's just one time through the platinum board. So imagine being able to ride all 5 of these boards perpetually. Means they are all moving at the same time until infinity and regularly receiving these amounts of gifts. This is where you create generational wealth. This is where you build your legacy. This is where you bless your family, your community, and the people you love and care about. Because that is the power of the perpetual cycle. There, the bottom line. The bottom line is always what we need to look at. That is the amount of money you will receive when you're on your perpetual cycles in Gift of Legacy. And it doesn't stop there, it gets better, because we are about to introduce next week, Wednesday, our 6th board to the Gift of Legacy theme park. And who knows, very soon there might be a lot more rides, but at the moment, we're very excited about the one that's coming next week. Can we just summarize those figures for me, please, Elizabeth, in the next slide? So if we just summarize between the bronze board and platinum, without even looking at coal, in your first cycle, you can receive $42,700. And on your perpetual cycle, you will receive gifts to the value of $49,700, which in South African rands, if I added the coal on, it's a cool R1 million. It's R1 million if I go through the board just once. And you can do it perpetually. Just by putting $25 in once off, $25 is 470 rand. It's a pizza night for a family with a 2-liter soda. That's what 470 rand buys in South Africa. Pizza for 4 people and a 2-liter cool drink. Don't even get the bottle of wine because it's too expensive. So can you afford to keep that money aside and receive this amount of money ongoing? Let's go on to the next slide, Elizabeth. So there are some guidelines which we have been through. I'm going to go through them quickly. You join by sending an unconditional, non-returnable gift of $100 to the legend on the board. You are going to make sure that you invite 2 like-minded, like-hearted people to follow you on your journey. Now, we don't have any space fillers. We ask you to invite people who are going to do the same as you, who are going to invite 2 by 2 by 2. When everyone does that, and you saw how it would fill up on the board, that's how we're going to get movement on our boards. Everybody needs to join the board sequentially. If you join on the $25 board, you must then move on to $100, $400, $1,600, $5,000 in your first round. And if you start on the $100, obviously it's the same sequence. Everybody needs to join that perpetual cycle, that big infinity loop that's there behind Elizabeth. That's what everybody needs to be joining. And you cannot advance to the next board after your first bronze if you do not have 2 invitees. That's really important to know and understand, especially going into Ohana. After your first bronze board, you have to have 2 invitees to join any other board. Thanks, Elizabeth. Right, it's important that you please note there are no guarantees in Gift of Legacy. We can't guarantee that you're going to receive those amounts of gifts. Everything depends on you, the participant, on your willingness to participate and to follow the guidelines of Gift of Legacy. Guidelines are put into place in any community so everybody can get their best experience, and it's the same in Gift of Legacy. It is important that every individual is responsible for being compliant to the tax laws in their country. And then I'm just going to read that which is coming up in the dark blue. Gift of Legacy is decentralized. There is no third-party affiliation, ownership, or partnership. If you join Gift of Legacy via a third-party system or strategy, you do so at your own risk. Gift of Legacy is 100% peer-to-peer. There are no funds being kept on a platform. It's not a company, it's not a business. Gifts are always given to the Gift of Legacy participants and only gifted to the legend when you land or join their board. Thank you. That is so important that everybody understands what the guidelines are. What we're going to do now is we're going to stop talking just about Gift of Legacy and start talking about this 6th board that is launching next week. If it was a lot of information, just remember that Gift of Legacy is simple. It's a system of sending and receiving gifts. And Elizabeth always says it is not illegal to send and receive gifts. So please join us, start sending and receiving gifts across the world, and you and everybody are going to benefit from the experience. Now, people are very, very excited about the Ohana board. Ohana is launching next week, Wednesday, the 8th of May. It is a 6th board. It's another feature in the theme park. So you've seen the theme park, you've seen the Ferris wheels. Why do we call Gift of Legacy a theme park? Well, where else are you going to go to escape from reality, to do something different, to do something fun, to have a good time? Gift of Legacy is where you're going to go to do that. You see, we are not based in the same reality as MLMs and network marketing. We're a gifting economy and a gifting activity. It's all about being part of a community where everybody strives to make sure the other thrives. And so we use the analogy of a theme park. And to explain Ohana, we've got some beautiful slides that's going to explain the Ohana board launching next week. Let's hit it. Elizabeth, let's go through those slides.
Just a question before we move on. There's a question in the chat. Do you want to answer
Sure.
that, or do we wait till the end?
No, let's ask questions.
Okay, so the question is why my 2 invitees are both not in the same board with me. Only one is with me in the same board, the other is in another board. When will I be with both of them in the same board? That's the question from Matete. Matete, I think that's
Okay,
how you
so
say
I don't know what board you are on, Matete. If you are on your first board, be it coal or bronze, and you've invited people, they should follow you because you follow your inviter. All right. So if I share a link and I'm a new participant in Gift of Legacy, and I share my link, then Glenn and Elizabeth will use the link. They will follow me and they will join my board. If, however, there isn't space on my board, they might land on another board that follows somebody else in our lineage. But they will always be allocated to you. They will always be linked to you. Now, I always say this on presentations, and I'm so glad you brought it up. Yes, we follow our inviters. Yes, we like to follow lineage, but we're a community. You live in a home with a family. You don't always see your family, but you come together for special occasions and holidays and weekends and Sunday meals. But some of you go to work, some of you travel, some of you are at school, university, others are busy doing whatever they're doing, playing golf and going to the gym. You go away from your family and then you come back. And that's what happens in Gift of Legacy sometimes. You might not always be on the same board as your invitees or your team, but somewhere along the line you will join up with them. But that's why I really want you to learn about Ohana, because Gift of Legacy is a community. And it's not always about just your team. My favorite saying in Gift of Legacy is your board. At that moment in time, that's your team. That's your team. Whichever board you're on, that's your team. And when I first started making posters for Gift of Legacy, I made one that caused a lot of resistance from some people, because I made a poster that said, forget your teams and follow your dreams. And that's what Ohana is all about. And so I'm very excited to introduce to you the gift that keeps on giving. That's what Gift of Legacy is all about. It's a gift that keeps on giving. And Ohana is going to do just that. Right, let's go, Elizabeth. We can go through these quite quickly. So Ohana is launching next week, Wednesday, the 8th of May. If you need to sleep or will get groceries done, do it this weekend, because next week we are going to be busy. Next week, all users will be able to press the join button, but you might not be able to join the Ohana board immediately. You see, only a few boards are going to be available for people to join. And as they duplicate, then more people can join and more boards are going to become available. Why? We learned a lot when Cole launched, and this is to protect the community. So only a few boards are going to open and they're going to gradually fill up. But you know what it's like when you go to a theme park, there's a new ride, everyone's excited about it. Some people camp out the night before to be first in line to join. And it's going to be the same for Ohana. Everybody is excited. We will all get a chance to join, but it will be step by step. Some people would join, be able to get in before others do. So Foster's fingers first. Be ready for the 8th of May. Next slide, please. So to join the Ohana board, a user must be confirmed as a user on coal or bronze. A user does not need 2 invitees to join Ohana. What does confirmed mean? It means you have joined either a coal board or a bronze board. You have gifted the legend. The red rectangle around your name has disappeared and your name is now white on a black background. That means you are confirmed. You do not need 2 invitees to join Ohana. That is the only requirement to join Ohana, that you are confirmed on either bronze or coal. Next slide. The Ohana board is going to be different from all other boards. The other boards have got the Ohana principle, which I explained to you, where 4 people fill up one hemisphere and then the board splits off. That's because people follow lineage. Ohana does not have lineage. And the Ohana board is the Ohana principle. We are going to wait until all 8 gifters are confirmed on the board, and then the board is going to split. Ohana is completely blended. Blended means you mixed up with all people in the community, like you do when you queue up for a ride in a theme park. There is no lineage, there's no team. You might lose your aunties and uncles because they got stuck at the candy floss stall. They might be busy on another ride. You're going to be going on the crazy ride, but you will meet up when you are on the other boards on the Ferris wheels. So there's no lineage on Ohana. Once a legend has completed an Ohana board, the system will automatically join you onto the next board. So next week, Wednesday, when Ohana launches, there is no peak. There is no peak on Ohana. It is going to say join. And once you have joined Ohana, you will never see join again. You're going to finish as legend and it will say view and view and view every time you're a legend and you finish, because the system will automatically put you on the next board. Next slide, please. I'm so excited for this. I'm so excited to see 7 people landing on a board with the Ohana position, which is position number 1, which is already confirmed. That is what a board's going to be like. The Ohana position will be the driver of the board. It will already be confirmed. Why? Because the Ohana board was created to help fund GGM. GGM is a non-profit organization that oversees the funding and development and maintenance of the GL system. We've asked for donations. They come in drips and drabs. but we need a continuous flow of gifts to sustain Gift of Legacy. And so the Ohana position, every time Ohana gets to legend, will receive gifts, and every time it joins will be confirmed as gifter number 1. And that's just incredible. The legend will always receive 7 gifts, not 8 gifts, like on other boards. I think when you press again, Elizabeth, that's going to pop up. Yeah, please remember that the legend will always receive 7 gifts, not 8, like all other boards. I'm so excited to meet different people from different communities and go crazy on the Ohana board. Next one, please. So every board is going to look like this. Gifter number 1 in the top left corner will be Ohana. When you join the board, you're going to click and join, and let's see where we're going to land. Let's click and press the animations, please, Elizabeth. You're going to land wherever you are. Doesn't always mean you're going to go in sequence, but 7 gifters are going to land, and they are going to gift the legend. Ohana is already confirmed. The legend will receive $350, and then the system is automatically going to move you and join you onto the next board. So please hold back $50 so that you can gift that legend. Right, next slide, please. Gifting needs to be completed within 24 hours. Originally, we said 12 hours. It's now 24 hours because we've got communities in Japan and others in Canada, and it's like an 18-hour difference as it is. So we need to make sure that everybody gets time to gift the legend, and legends will not be able to remove gifters before 24 hours has elapsed from when they joined the board. The system is not going to allow anybody to just come and delete gifters. So don't worry about that. The developers have already thought of that. Thanks, Elizabeth. So Ohana is a compulsory, continuous, perpetual board. When you join Ohana, you commit to the GL community. You commit to supporting GGM. You commit to being on a continuous ride. So you are automatically going to be joined onto the next board. And where you land, let's press that animation, Elizabeth. It can be anywhere. We don't know where you're going to land on the board. We don't know who you're going to land with, but you're going to have fun. Thanks. We can move on. So in preparation for the Ohana board, all Gift of Legacy users are encouraged to have access to a cryptocurrency USDT wallet. You need to have a wallet that can send USDT, the US dollar coin, across the world. Now you can use different networks. Lots of people prefer TRC20, but there are other networks like ERC20 and things that you can send. So it doesn't matter what network you are using, as long as we are all using the same coin. If you haven't watched our training from last week, Thursday, we did explain this clearly. And I'm not sure if we're doing one this week, Thursday, or if it's a Q&A, but if you've got any questions about cryptocurrency, keep joining our trainings and Zoom calls. The reason we're using cryptocurrency is not because we are trading. It's simply a way to send digital funds across the world. If I've got to send from South Africa to Venezuela, to Russia, to Japan, to Canada, I needed to move quickly within 24 hours. And if I use Forex, it can take 4 to 7 working days. And we don't want that. We need speed and ease. So please get ready to send your gifts and receive gifts across the world. Thanks, Elizabeth. I love this one. Look at those people, all happy, from different nationalities, different cultures. They've never met each other before. They've hopped onto a shuttle, and there they are on the Ohana board, no lineages, making friends in the GL community. That's what it's all about. Forget your teams, follow your dreams. You'll catch up with your teams on the other boards. Ohana is all about community and meeting people in our beautiful community. Thanks, Elizabeth. Now, look there, now we're inside the shuttle. I get so excited about this. We're seeing this from different angles. We're inside that shuttle, we're driving it, The legend can remove or confirm gifters, but to make things fair, there are some guidelines already in place. Once a legend closes a board, they are automatically joined to the next $50 board. We've understood that. If anybody asks to be removed even once, they are no longer able to join a $50 board on their existing profile. They will not be able to register another profile with their same phone number. Their number will be blocked for future profile creation. There are no exceptions. This rule will not be changed. Now, there have been lots of questions. So let's say this. Let's say, Elizabeth, you have got 3 profiles. You join them all onto Ohana. The first 2 are going great. But profile number 3, either the legend removes you because you were a bit slow, or you decide to remove yourself. Those are the 2 scenarios. I don't think you'll be slow, but you get removed from the board. That profile number 3 will be automatically blocked, and you will not be able to use that profile ever again to join another Ohana board. Even if you change the number, the system will have marked you with your profile ID. So don't think you can phone support and change phone number and then go onto Ohana. I can't believe people have already asked that, but they have. You're not going to be able to use that profile ever again to join Ohana. The other 2, profile 1 and 2, you can still continue on Ohana with them, but your phone number will not be able to create any more Gift of Legacy profiles. So it's simple. Follow the guidelines. Don't mess around. Enjoy your ride. Yes, Elizabeth.
Yeah, another question. I know I'm curious about this, maybe because I haven't been in the presentations before. I just wonder if I am not removed from any of the boards, can I still register new profiles with my phone number?
Yes. If you've done nothing naughty, you can use your phone number like we always have.
Okay,
but
great,
if you've been
great.
removed off one Ohana board, that phone number cannot create any more GL profiles. No exceptions.
Great, thank you.
Hi.
Yeah, wonderful. Thank you.
Pleasure. Let's go on to the next one. When a legend removes a gifter, they will be asked 3 times if they are sure they want to remove the gifter. On the 3rd notification, the text will read, if you remove this gifter, they will never ever be able to join another Ohana board with this profile. Are you sure you want to remove this gifter? And then you have to type yes. It's a lot harder to type yes than to just press a button. So please don't be slow, don't miss out, and make sure you don't get removed from boards. Next one, please, Elizabeth. When a user rejoins the Ohana perpetual cycle, they get priority for board placement. That's amazing. Because people like us who are on Zoom calls, we're going to all join next week. And then other people in the community are going to hear about it and they're going to join. So the queue is going to get longer. Guess what? When you're in the theme park and you're on the shuttles, you don't have to go outside and join the queue again for the next ride. You get priority to jump onto the next shuttle. So it's to your benefit to ride the perpetual cycle. Ohana is going to benefit the people who follow the guidelines and do what they're supposed to do. Look at all those little shuttles driving around there. They're happy people. They're the ones who are not standing in the queue waiting to join. Next one, please, Elizabeth. Oh, shame, the sad, sad little shuttle. A user has to be active or confirmed on either a coal or a bronze board at all times to remain active on Ohana. So you need to ensure that you join your perpetual cycles. As we've explained in the earlier presentation, if a user is not active on either coal or bronze for even 1 minute, their participation on Ohana is halted immediately. So the requirement is you are confirmed on either coal or bronze. But if you are only on one of them and that board finishes and you haven't joined your perpetual, or you cannot join your perpetual, you're not going to be active on either. And wherever you are on Ohana, a red banner will come up and say, sorry, you can't participate anymore, and your shuttle will be parked, no entry. I mean, look how sad she looks. Nobody's riding on her. It's so sad. We don't want to see pictures like that. All right, let's go on to the next one, please, Elizabeth. And if you happen to be in a legend position on Ohana and you are receiving gifts and your bronze or coal become inactive, immediately you will be stopped from being the legend. The Ohana position will pop in as the legend and receive the rest of the gifts. Simple. So make sure you are able to join your perpetual cycles. And remember, if you have completed bronze, and you haven't got 2 invitees, you are not able to join your coal perpetual cycle, you are not able to join silver, and you're not able to join bronze perpetual cycle. You're going to be parked behind that fence. So please make sure you follow all the GL guidelines. They're still in place. Next one, please. There's Elizabeth's picture. It is so important to join all the boards sequentially. Either the $25 and the $100, and then the $400, the $1,600, the $5,000 board. The power of perpetual is in the perpetual cycles. Users must join the perpetual cycle of every board completed as a legend and experience that. Experience gifts continuously, going round and round, over and over. It's just, a picture says 1,000 words. That's where you want to be, right? Right there. Next one, please, Elizabeth. Okay, first time a user joins, they will click the join button. Thereafter, it's just going to be view, 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 and view, because you are going to be automatically joined onto the next cycle. There is no peak function on the Ohana boards. Thanks, Elizabeth. And now that's what the theme park looks like from above. There's a train going around, little shuttles driving around, but you'll see that those shuttles can go in and out of the theme park. The Ohana boards, or the shuttles as we call them, are where the GL community meet. There's no lineage, so people you meet here will not follow you on the coal train or any of the Ferris wheels. So this is where you are going to make friends. Thanks, Elizabeth. How does it get any better than this? A theme park with 4 Ferris wheels, a train where we now have shuttles going in and out, taking us to airports on holidays, taking us to schools and hospitals and charities and universities and to shops. We can do a whole lot of shopping. We can have a whole lot of fun just by joining the Ohana board. Why? Because we're going to be allowing GGM to keep this beautiful theme park going. Remember, that's what it's all about. Thanks, Elizabeth. That's great. Thank you. Right, I see there are some questions in the chat. Do you want to read them out to me, please, Elizabeth?
Absolutely, yes. So,
thanks.
Saying hello from Coro Falcón in Venezuela. Hola.
Hola.
So we must get the feeling of trust and honesty with all the love in the world, as Beverly would say. Beautiful, Bev. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Monica, will the board be available to join from early morning on the 8th or after a Zoom meeting on that day?
I don't
12
know.
o'clock. Well, no,
I don't know. No, you know what? You know how Gift of Legacy does things. We're a community. So these kinds of things normally happen during a Zoom call. But if you're plugged in and you're engaged, you'll know what's happening when it happens, because you'll be on the Telegram group, you'll be on the Zoom calls. You'll be phoning me. Don't phone the custodians. They're busy. If you're plugged in, you're going to know when it's happening. It's happening on the 8th of May. Get ready. Get your sleep in and get your groceries ready. 8th of May. And we have different time zones. So, you know, it could be 3 o'clock for me and like 9 o'clock for Beverly. Who knows? Is time important? No, it's the gifts that are important. Just stay plugged
I just
in.
wanted, I just wanted to comment, but when I heard about the Ohana board, I was so happy because I thought, wow, these people, these custodians, the GGM, they really found a way to create abundance for GGM, for us, for our boards, for, you know, to help us make this even more beautiful. And at the same time, offer money, offer abundance to us. So it's like how, you know, it's so beautiful the way their minds work. In let's help us while we help others. It's so amazing because they could just have said, you know, from now on, we are going to charge everybody X amount a month, for example, because we need the money. And they didn't.
We rise by lifting others. We rise by lifting others. Ubuntu.
Yes.
We rise by lifting others. And it is amazing what the custodians have developed here. Our wealth.
It's so beautiful.
Because they are trying to keep the system that benefits us going. Wow. Amazing. Next question.
Yeah, Danielle asks, what happens after you are parked from Ohana while you are trying to become active in coal or bronze? What happens after you become active again in coal or bronze? Can you join Ohana again?
So so remember your Gift of Legacy profile, your website. Things don't happen in real time. You have to log out and log in. So there's going to be a whole lot of logging out and logging in to see changes. If you are parked, if you get parked because you are not active on coal or bronze, a big red banner or a few are going to come up and they're going to tell you you cannot participate. You need to become active on coal or bronze. If you're not active on coal and bronze, it might mean you have to join some perpetual cycles. It might mean you have to get 2 invitees. Because if you don't have 2 invitees after your bronze board, you cannot join perpetual cycles. If you're a naughty person and you are only on gold or platinum, and you've never joined your perpetual cycle of bronze or silver, and you haven't even looked at coal because it's $25 board, best you start joining all 5 boards, because the goal of Gift of Legacy is to be on all the boards on the perpetual cycle. And if I could change the poster, which I really tried to do, I tried to be sneaky with the wording. I wanted it to say, to join Ohana, you have to be confirmed on coal and bronze. But every time I put the "and" there, I was told to remove it. But really, it's to your benefit to be confirmed on coal and bronze. Because if you are legend and you move off one of them, and just for a minute, you're inactive on both, that affects Ohana. So make sure they're both active. So if one is not active, the other one is your safety belt. You know, these little shuttles are going to move fast. I want a safety belt. And it's going to be for me being on bronze and coal at the same time, not just one of them.
So I want to build on that, Adele, just to understand a little bit more. So what if I am legend in coal and bronze, and I haven't been able to bring in my 2 invitees, and I really want to continue within, you know, Gift of Legacy, and I am in Ohana, but I've been removed from Ohana, but I'm still looking for these 2 people to come in, to be confirmed in bronze. So what happens when these 2 people are confirmed, my 2 invitees? I finally find these 2 people who are, you know, like-minded, like-hearted, and they are joining me. What happens with me? I know in the other boards, But what happens in Ohana? Because I'm parked. So what happens with me?
So being parked in Ohana is just like being sidelined on the other boards, right? When you log out and you log in, your boards will either say locked, or they're going to say view or join. If they say join the board. If they say view, you're already on it. So if you've joined Ohana and you've been parked, then it won't say view because you'll probably be locked. But then you get your 2 invitees, it'll say view. You know what? We really don't have to worry about all these small little things. If your board says view or join, you can view or join. If it says no, you can't, then do something about it. That's it. But remember, in your profile, you've got to log out and log in to see any changes. So if you know you've been parked and you know 2 people have joined, you wouldn't have known because you're going to still be able to go into your profile and create a link. But if you know they've joined, log out, log back in to show that they are confirmed. And then you can continue. But them joining coal is not going to confirm you. They've got to join bronze to confirm you because they've got to be on bronze.
Yeah.
And
so
you know what? You know
Pierre
what you must do
says-
while you're
oh,
parked?
sorry.
While you're parked, you give everybody the link for the Telegram group and you share the links for these Zoom calls and you get them here. Let's push this. This Zoom can accommodate 100 people. If you're stuck in a parked zone, best you be bringing people to these Zoom calls so we can start getting them in for you. That's what we're here to do. Next question,
Yeah.
Elizabeth.
So, well, this is more a comment. It says, Pierre says, can you imagine the movement and abundance? 500,000 members join Ohana. Wow. Yeah.
Wow.
And gift in less than 24 hours, says Karelis.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's why I keep saying, get your groceries in. I know it's
Yeah,
Mother's
get
Day.
ready.
That Sunday, the 12th, I'm going to be saying to my mom, we're not going to a restaurant. We're having dinner here because I'm going to have my laptop, my phone, and my little green book with me, ready to send and receive gifts. And I'll be nice to you in between, Mom, but I'm doing this for you. You've literally got to plan your schedule from the 8th until the 15th. Those first few days, you've got to plan your schedule. That's how incredible it's going to be. Those of us who were there when Cole launched, when it was all blended, we know what it was like. It was insane and it was wonderful. That's what a theme park's supposed to be like. Next question, Elizabeth.
That's it. We're done.
Okay, wonderful. So let's get comments. Bev, I haven't heard your angel voice. Give us some comments, Bev.
I am wearing my Christmas t-shirt. Ho, 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 Ohana. Merry Christmas. There are just so many things that people are trying to get themselves to understand. And I want to say to everyone, I've been in Gift of Legacy for 2 years. Do not try to understand it at the beginning. Just start learning how to do it. Bottom line. Recording, listen over and over and over again, and feel the wonderful butterflies that are flying all over because Ohana is coming.
Yep. And if somebody offers you a ride on a rocket ship, don't ask which seat, just get on and strap up and go for it. And that's what Ohana is all about.
Yeah.
Uncle Ike, what would you like to say?
Yeah, for me, I'm looking forward for the 8th. I'm so excited. I can't contain myself. I'm so excited, so passionate about GL because I just have faith from what I've seen so far. I know that my financial situation will have changed by the end of this year. I'm so excited. I am over the moon, Adele. Thank you very much.
Forwards always, backwards never, right?
Yeah, forward forever, backwards never.
That's it. Glenn, what are your comments?
Hi there. Yes, wonderful. you said, 3.5, 4 months into this community. I still learn. That's why I try to plug in and on these calls when I can. I came from an era where you went to school, you got an education, got a good job. You work 40 to 60 hours a week for say 40 years. And then you retire and you're supposed to live on, 40% of that income that you're used to. Well, that doesn't work for us. So that's lineal thinking. That's exchanging our time for dollars. This community has opened my mind, and I have a different mindset now. Traveling with like-minded people, there's a different way to think about creating abundance. So I thank you. I thank Elizabeth, Ike, wonderful job. And I'm just really grateful to be here.
Awesome. We're glad to have you here too. Elizabeth,
I
your
just
comments.
heard. Yeah, but I don't think I have many more. I think I've been commenting through the presentation, but I just heard you, Glenn, and you said I know you said like-minded, but I heard light-minded. And I say, whoa, yes, I just saw speed and light and, sparkles all over the place. So I'm really happy, really, really, really happy. Thank
There's
you,
a reason.
thank you.
There's a reason for everything. That's the reason why you heard that.
I know. Yes.
And just
So
thanks Adele for a wonderful presentation. You just it just flows from you like it's just part of your being. So thank you, Adele.
Thanks, Glenn. It really is. I love Gift of Legacy, but I love this whole Ohana story and just making these posters and sharing them and the visions I have in my head, and then AI helps me to create them and to see them there behind Elizabeth. That's really what Gift of Legacy is all about. And when you look at the posters, don't just read the words. Look at the pictures. Imagine that they are snippets of a movie, and we are the stars in the movie. We're the participants. We are the people in that theme park. We're a community. We're real people who are experiencing real abundance. There are so many beautiful stories that we are hearing of how GL is coloring the world. And you can't color the world doing something dull and dreary. And the most colorful place I know is a theme park, because the colors are vibrant and they're crazy and they take us back to childhood. And that's one of the reasons we let Abang speak at the beginning, because you need to have the faith and the innocence of a child. You need to have the playfulness of a child. You need to have fun. We're so serious. We've all been through so much, but children have fun, and Gift of Legacy is fun. And all those questions and all the things people are worried about, all you've got to do is wake up on the 8th of May, open your profile, keep joining. When you can join a board and you're on a board, then you know it's opening. I don't know when it's going to be. Be on Zoom calls, watch the Telegram group. Just be plugged in. Get your friends plugged in. Tell people to be on the Zooms. Look at this. We got 40 people on the call. A few weeks ago, we had 10. There's an excitement growing, but we can have more people. There's a possibility that we'll have maybe a Q&A chat on the weekend to accommodate people who work. Tomorrow's a public holiday. Watch the group. We might suddenly just say we're opening up the Zoom in the next 30 minutes. Things are crazy at the moment, and we're here to look after you, to guide you, to assure you. All you need to do is, like Beverly said, just follow the guidelines. Follow what everyone else is doing. Don't get worried. Don't get caught in any crazy discussions. Everything you need to know is on the posters. And as more information is available, there are more posters, more Zoom calls, more information. Don't worry. Have fun. We're building a legacy. Let's have fun while we're doing it. I want to say thank you. Sorry, Glenn.
Oh, I just wanted to make one quick comment, please. These posters are fantastic. I went to bed last night with a couple of them on my brain, and I closed my eyes. And if each and every one of us just close their eyes now for 10 seconds, think back to when you were that little child, and maybe with a parent, and or relative, and you're standing at the gate to go into that theme park while they're paying for your admission, can you hear, just listen, you can hear the excitement in the park, the screams, the cries, the laughter, the joy. I can actually smell cotton candy. I can smell popcorn. It's just, it takes us back to childhood. What the world has gone through for the last few years. This is our time, you guys. This is our time to build a legacy. And that's why I'm here. And that's why I'm not leaving.
That's so true. I have such a yearning to go to Gold Reef City. I might just phone you one day and say, meet me in the car park, because I want to do a live recording from Gold Reef City on that big Ferris wheel. I need to say thank you, Glenn. Thank you, Ike. First presentations are always huge milestones, and from here you're going to grow and develop and bring your own style and flavor into the Gift of Legacy community. Thank you so much for joining us. Elizabeth, thank you for coming back. We put you in the hot seat tonight. Thank you so much for being here with us. Beverly, thank you always for being the shining light that you are. And to each and every person on this call, thank you. Thank you for being here. Get more people plugged in, engaged, because the next few days are going to be so exciting, because the month of May is a very special month. It's a dream where, it's a month where your dreams may come true. It's the month where everything may just get sorted out. I mean, May, it's the only month that is a verb. It is the only month that is a verb. May the 4th be with you, all of that, you know. May is such a special month, and it's going to be even more special because it's a month that Ohana launches. So just think about it. May is the month that is a verb. It's a doing word. It's a word where Gift of Legacy goes into a new dimension. So thank you, everybody, for being here. Let's stay tuned in to the Telegram groups. Thank you for your time. God bless you all. And let's all say one word together. Ohana.
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 Ohana. Ohana.
Ohana.
Yes. Ohana.
Ohana, and don't forget that word. Spread the word around. Good night, everybody.
Good
Good
night.
night. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Love and blessings.
Amen.
And to
Amen.
you.
Bye.